All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. To throw on second is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Newton now on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Miller. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. On first down, it's Watson. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll go with Foreman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Newton now to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Fights out the defender. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go.
Newton on 1st down. And he's got it. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. In for the score. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Back 22! Back 22!
Out of the gun, Watson. Staying on his feet. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go, fellas. Hey! Gun. Sit! Gun, gain it! Gun.
After the run, Newton going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Do some. Gun. Bring a six.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the crossing route, complete. It's Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Third and long, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now out comes Houston. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 16, watch 16.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Come back, come back. Richmond. Come back, come back.
Watson on first down. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Three down. Hey, green, the line. Green, the line.
Now a handoff to Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Tiger.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Newton, flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Richmond.
Watson operating from the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's a give to Miller. And some room to maneuver. And down he'll go at the 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Newton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Tyler Davison with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle here to Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Hey.
Cam's going to run the option right. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A handoff. It's Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Come back.
Again, it's Miller. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Come back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Hey, hey! Hey!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davis. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
That's it, baby!
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Murray. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Back 22! Come back, come back!
After the interception, here's Watson trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Come back, come back! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans will extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. On 2nd and 10, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And an alley to run. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there, a 22.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Here's Newton now on second down. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted. From the gun, Watson underneath for Miller. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Black 99 Philly.
A handoff running left is Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton being chased out left. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. To throw on second down. Newton. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here. And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If
They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Newton to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with 8 seconds remaining. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Carolina, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.